What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and I'm trying to get your last video in for the day, and it's something that I know you guys care a lot about, and it happens to be what's going on with CARB, and when will the president sign these congressional review acts into law. Now, they passed the Senate here recently, so these should already be done, right? You would think. I'm guessing that the president is most likely going to sign these on Monday and make a big event about it. Probably have Lee Zeldin in the Oval Office. And we've already seen the comments from Rob Bonta, whatever the hell that dumbass's name is in California. Make comments that say, oh, we're going to sue as soon as he signs it into law. Okay, well, good luck with that, because they were already talking about suing and looking for a temporary restraining order, and they were told, for what? You don't have any standing, and it's not even a law yet. You can't anticipate a ruling or a law. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. Also, unfortunately, we have some retards that are out there that are saying, it's funny, I know, right? Like there's some retards that are out there, unfortunately. Hold on, look at this sign right here. Say less. That's what I would say for the retards that are out there going, well, let me call a smog shop and see if they're still smogging in California when the president hasn't even signed the bill yet. Unfortunately, we call that dick riding, meat riding, clout chasing, and retarded. Anywho's, so calling to find out if a smog shop is still smogging in California right now, of course the smog shop is going to tell you it's smogging. The president hasn't even signed it into law yet. Like, that is the most... Somebody sent it to me, and I saw it. And I'm not saying anybody's name specifically, but I just was like, that is the dumbest shit ever. Like, it's just the dumbest... I'm sorry. It's just dumb, man. I also saw the comments. Somebody sent me a screenshot of the comment that I would catch the fade. I mean, I am likes to fight guy. Just saying. Before you get on my ass about the car, it is driving itself. So, but yes, I am likes to fight guy. So, would I run the fades? I mean, I run fades all the time. Hence the bondsman and the attorney fees that I write off every year. But we'll see what happens, man. Like I said, I think once the president signs it, California can try to sue. They're not going to get a temporary restraining order, which means what? It means they are required to follow federal law immediately. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means that they're not going to be able to do the bullshit that they've been doing, charging for smog. And regardless of what is said, the DMV in California is going to have to do the same thing that what North Carolina is doing right now, which is pausing the smog checks in the counties that are doing smog checks. Now, they're still doing safety inspections, making sure, are your tires bald, do your turn signals work, and I think California is going to rapidly go to safety checks. Watch what I tell you. They're going to become Virginia 2.0 in terms of, like Virginia does that, right? You get the sticker in the middle of your windshield. My Lincoln had that when I was stationed at Fort Meade. When I was working at Fort Meade in Maryland, and I lived in Virginia, I had that sticker in the middle of the windshield. And they didn't, I mean, maybe they smogged it. I don't know if they smogged the Lincoln or not, but I know they just checked my turn signals, made sure my lights worked, made sure my tires weren't bald, and then they put the little sticker in my window and sent me about my way. California is going to rapidly go to that. Watch what I'm telling you, because the scam of having to smog cars isn't going to happen. Most cars are going, 99.9% of cars, even older cars, are going to meet federal emission standards. Period. All of that scam about having a CARB-approved catalytic converter and a CARB-approved cold air intake and a CARB-approved anything emission component or part, over, gone, done. The day the president signs it, done. So Monday. All right? And I already did the other video. It's compliance@epa.gov or whatever it is. I put that email address in the description of the other video I did on that. The EPA is waiting for California not to do what they're supposed to do so that they can refer it to the DOJ. And if you don't think Pam Bondi is going to enforce that, you're stupid. They're waiting for a reason. Okay, here's the other thing. Are the Republicans worried about Gavin Newsom in the presidential election? Not really, right? But we do know that there's some retards that would probably vote for him, right? So, Pam Bondi's not even going to play around with that. She's going to literally come after them, not civilly, but if you are doing things to intentionally interrupt the federal government from executing the laws of the United States, your ass is going to get arrested or fined thousands upon thousands of dollars every day. Gavin Newsom is not going to be able to make that a campaign issue. And by the way, if he continues to push this and his attorney general tries to sue over the CRAs, which I don't think they will, they just grandstanded on a roof somewhere, he's not going to win Michigan, which means he's not going to win a presidential election. Because Michigan does not want this EV mandate shit. People that work in auto manufacturing get money and make money for producing a ton of cars. Well, guess what happens when EVs don't sell? People are going to buy other shit. Nissan, Toyota, other companies. And if Ford and GM and Stellantis are forced to just keep making EVs, yes, some people will buy them because they dick ride and just like having meat in their mouth. I don't know. They'll buy those cars. Common sense consumers aren't going to buy that crap. Stellantis has done more damage for the EV sector in the United States than any company probably in history, all right? Like Fisker went bankrupt and you don't see issues with their cars like you see with Stellantis. So, thank you, Stellantis. Maybe this was needed to just end all the EV stuff. I don't know. And before you're saying, oh, he's an EV hater. I'm an EV hater in my Tesla. I'm not an EV hater. I just believe in people having a right to have a choice to buy whatever the hell they want. Gas-powered, electric-powered, whatever you want to buy, you should have the right to buy it. That's all I'm saying. Anywho's, I wanted to give you an update on it. The sun's going down. I'm traveling, or actually the car's traveling. I'm not doing anything. I'm letting the car roll and enjoying technology. Now, am I going to be able to do this in my new truck or my Tesla? Nope. I mean, I guess if I bought a 2025 GMC or something, maybe I could use Super Cruise, but I don't think what I'm looking to buy, which is a big deleted diesel truck, is going to work. No, I didn't get that black Hummer that you saw when I was in Oklahoma City. I didn't get it because, like a lot of you said, I'm going to probably dump $5 to $6 grand in it immediately. So why buy that? But I did find one in Kansas, well, Wichita, I believe is where it is. In, no, Kansas City. It was Kansas City. And that one's a Duramax H2. Now you have my attention. With a 6.6 Duramax and an Allison transmission and an H2, sign me up. Especially if I can delete it. I'm not going to delete it, just so I'm clear. Because I know someone will send this to somebody. I'm not going to delete it. But if it just came deleted, I'd be all about it. And then I'm driving it straight to California. With a F-carb wrap on it. If you don't think I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it just for the views. Anyways. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.